morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Wednesday the 13th of October. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bullish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 55,803 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 57,868. Support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin to break back through to 57,000 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 57,661 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 60,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level is at 59,726. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level of 53,944 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 53,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 51,879. Looking at the MACDs, bullish cross at the turn of the day coming off the back of this morning's gains. So look out for a further widening of the bullish histograms to provide support. On the EMAs, 50 is holding its ground on the 100 and the 200. So any widening there will also provide Bitcoin with further upside through the morning. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 55,803. Break back through to 57,000 levels to then bring resistance levels into play. Ethereum against US dollar, particularly bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3481 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3559. Support will be needed for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high. That was at 3549. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3,700 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3627. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3413 into play. Barring an extended sell on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3300 levels. We've got the 23.6% fib at 3369 and the second major support level at 3336 to limit the downside. Looking at the MACD's widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day coming off the back of yesterday's late moves and this morning's rally. So look out for a further widening there. On the EMAs, 50 has begun to narrow on the 100. So look out for a further narrowing to support Ethereum through the day. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 3481, break back through that first major resistance level at 3559 to then target 3700 levels. Litecoin against US dollar, also bullish start. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 173 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 179. Support will be needed for Litecoin to break out from the 23.6% fib at 178. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level in yesterday's high at 179.22 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin target 190s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 186. Fall back through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 166 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid some 160s. Second major support level at 160 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD's widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day coming off the back of yesterday's late moves and this morning's rally. So look out for a further widening there. On the EMA, 50s avoided a bearish cross through the 200. So look out for any narrowing on the 100 to provide further support. So key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 173, break through the 23.6% fib at 178 to bring resistance levels into play. And you're looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also positive start. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1.1013 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.1373. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.13. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.13609 to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.2s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.721. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.0666 and the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 into play. Barring extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should continue to avoid sub 0.10 levels. Second major support level at 1.0306 should limit the downside. Looking at MACD, similar trend, widening of the bullish histograms after yesterday's late recovery and this morning's gains. So look out for further widening there to provide support. On the EMAs, 50 has flattened on the 100 and the 200 after yesterday's bearish cross. So look out for any narrowing and a possible bullish cross to deliver upside. So key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1.1013 and break back through to 1.13 levels to then give Ripple's XRP a run at 1.2s.